Hello and welcome to Edupedia World, the one-stop shop for all your learning needs. Today's Hindi session is going to talk about what. What as in kyaa. Kyaa? Now, one way of using what is typically the literal translation, what as in kyaa. And then there are slight variations in the usage of kyaa. Okay, so in this session you are going to learn how to make use of kyaa in your day-to-day language. Let's proceed. Kyaa as in what literally. आपका नाम क्या है? What is your name? Name is naam. Kyaa what, right? So what is your name? आपका नाम क्या है? Then what happened? होना is to happen, right? So क्या हुआ? What happened? आपका नाम क्या है? What is your name? What happened? क्या हुआ? What are you doing? क्या कर रहे हो? If I'm addressing a boy, if I'm addressing a girl or a person of my age, I would say क्या कर रही हो? Okay, क्या कर रहे हो? What are you doing? Or क्या कर रही हो? Again, what are you doing? The only difference being on the gender front. क्या कर रहे हो? For a boy or a man of my age. क्या कर रही हो? For a girl or a woman of my age. Then why? What happened? क्यों? क्या हुआ? Maybe I'm just cribbing about my day. ऐसा मुझे आज अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. I'm not feeling good. So then pat comes the reply. क्यों? क्या हुआ? Why? What happened? Right? So in this case also, क्यों means why. But then we are talking about what in the literal sense. So why? What happened? क्यों? क्या हुआ? And finally, the last example or one more example that we take over here. तो मैं क्या करूं? Then what shall I do? तो मैं क्या करूं? Right? तो then मैं I. तो मैं क्या करूं? Then what shall I do? Let's take these examples once again. What is your name? आपका नाम क्या है? क्या हुआ? What happened? क्या कर रहे हो? If you're talking to a man or a boy, what are you doing? Or if you're talking to a girl, the same what are you doing gets translated a bit into क्या कर रही हो? Then why? What happened? क्यों? क्या हुआ? And then what shall I do? तो मैं क्या करूं? Then similarly, what do you do when you fall sick? What? क्या? When you fall sick. Now there is another way, another pair which is used. जब तब. जब आप बीमार पड़ते हो, तब आप क्या करते हो? When you fall sick, what do you do? Or the better way of saying in English, what do you do when you fall sick? जब आप बीमार पड़ते हो, बीमार पड़ना is to fall sick. Okay? तब आप क्या करते हो? क्या? What? आप, maybe I'm asking an elderly person or a person with respect. तब आप क्या करते हो? करना is to do. Remember? So, जब आप बीमार पड़ते हो, when you fall sick, what do you do? तब आप क्या करते हो? Then, what is it called in English? Literally translates into इसे अंग्रेजी English अंग्रेजी में in English इसे अंग्रेजी में क्या कहते हैं? What is it called in English? इसे अंग्रेजी में क्या कहते हैं? क्या कहते हैं? What is it called? क्या कहते हैं इसे? अंग्रेजी में क्या कहते हैं? Then क्या समझते हो अपने आप को? What do you think of yourself? क्या समझते हो? समझना is to think. क्या समझते हो अपने आप को? अपने आप को think of yourself. अपने आप को. What do you think of yourself? क्या समझते हो अपने आप को? And oh, now what shall be done? Oof. Oh, for oh you can say oof, or even you may also use oh as well, but then oof is usually generally used in Hindi. So oof, अब क्या किया जाए? What shall be done? अब क्या किया जाए? Oof, अब क्या किया जाए? Oh, now what shall be done? Let's take a look at these examples once again. जब आप बीमार पड़ते हो तब आप क्या करते हो? What do you do when you fall sick? Or when you fall sick, what do you do? Then इसे अंग्रेजी में क्या कहते हैं? What is it called in English? इसे इसे अंग्रेजी में in English क्या कहते हैं? What is it called? क्या in the literal sense what? Then क्या समझते हो अपने आप को? What do you think of yourself? And oh, now what shall be done? Uff, अब क्या किया जाए? Right? Now, क्या is not always used in terms of what. So there are slight variations in the Hindi language. Let's take a look at them. क्या आपको मेरा पत्र मिला? Did you receive my letter? Patra is letter. Patra means letter. Did you receive my letter? क्या आपको मेरा पत्र मिला? Receive. Did you get? Did you receive my letter? Then, can I help you? Now, just like in the previous example, you did not have what in English. It's just simply, did you receive my letter? क्या आपको मेरा पत्र मिला? Similarly, can I help you? In Hindi is, क्या मैं आपकी सहायता कर सकता हूँ और कर सकती हूँ? क्या मैं आपकी सहायता? Now सहायता is help. Sahayata, if you remember in genders, we had come across non-living things that do have genders. Now Sahayata is feminine. That is why it's not आपका, it is आपकी सहायता. Okay? क्या मैं आपकी सहायता कर सकता हूँ? If I am a man or a boy, masculine gender, कर सकता हूँ. Now, कर सकना, to be able to do, कर सकना depends on the person who is offering help. But here, आपका or आपकी depends on this word sahayata irrespective of irrespective of your gender, irrespective of your being a man or a woman, a boy or a girl. So don't get confused over here. क्या मैं, if you have to just blind out or not look at आपकी सहायता, if I have to, may I do something, if you have to say like this, क्या मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ और कुछ कर सकती हूँ? Now the usage of the word सहायता brings in आपकी. Okay? So, or you may learn the way it is, the way as it is, in the simple way. क्या मैं आपकी सहायता कर सकता हूँ और कर सकती हूँ? So, क्या मैं आपकी सहायता कर सकती हूँ? Then, क्या आप मुझसे नाराज हो? Are you upset with me? Again, did you see? क्या as in what? If you literally start translating, you will not find what at all in the English way. Are you upset with me? क्या आप मुझसे नाराज हो? क्या आप मुझसे with me नाराज हो? Upset, नाराज होना is to get upset. क्या आप मुझसे नाराज हो? Then, क्या तुम मेरे साथ खेलोगे? और क्या तुम मेरे साथ खेलोगी? Will you play with me? Again, क्या, what? You will never find what here, right? So you can't literally translate kya as in what every time in every sentence in English, right? So the other way, क्या तुम मेरे साथ खेलोगे और खेलोगी? क्या तुम मेरे साथ आओगे? और क्या तुम मेरे साथ आओगी? Now आना means to come. So will you come with me? क्या तुम मेरे साथ आओगे? क्या तुम मेरे साथ आओगी? When you replace खेलना to play with आना, to come. Okay? Let's take a look once again at the examples in the slide. क्या आपको मेरा पत्र मिला? Did you receive my letter? Then, क्या मैं आपकी सहायता कर सकता हूँ? If I am a boy, or if I am a girl, I will say, क्या मैं आपकी सहायता कर सकती हूँ? Can I help you? Then, क्या आप मुझसे नाराज हो? Are you upset with me? And, क्या तुम मेरे साथ खेलोगी? Or, if I'm asking a boy, क्या तुम मेरे साथ खेलोगे? Will you play with me? Then, क्या तुम मेरे साथ बात नहीं करोगे? Will you not talk to me? बात करना is to talk. क्या तुम मेरे साथ बात नहीं करोगे? To a boy. If you're addressing a girl, क्या तुम मेरे साथ बात नहीं करोगी? Then, क्या मैं तुम्हारा कोई नहीं हूं? Maybe you are giving some advice to your friend and your friend is just not ready to listen to you. So, or maybe your friend has not shared something very important that he or she is upset with you. In that case, you just think like, am I nobody to you? Do I have no importance in your life? Then in Hindi, if you are talking to a boy, क्या मैं तुम्हारा कोई नहीं हूं? If you're talking to a girl, if you're addressing a girl, क्या मैं तुम्हारी कोई नहीं हूं? Am I nothing? Am I zilch in your life? Am I nothing to you? Do I have no importance in your life? Then, may I come in? क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता हूं? If I'm a boy, अंदर आना to come inside. अंदर, inside. क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता हूं? A girl seeking permission will say, क्या मैं अंदर आ सकती हूं? And lastly, this is a classic example, something quite different. क्या बात है? Now, in क्या बात है, maybe you are looking at somebody and saying, if that person is in his or her own thoughts, you will say, क्या बात है? What is it? Now this is in literal terms. क्या बात है? What is it? क्या as in what? A slight deviation in the way of speaking. क्या बात है? Wow, that's great. Same. क्या बात है? But here you're exclaiming. You're just wondering like, wow, that's great. क्या बात है? Now, the same kya baat hai got twisted in two different ways as per their usage. What is it? Kya baat hai? As in you're asking a question. And the other is an exclamatory way wherein you say, wow, that's great. Kya baat hai? Okay? So these are some of the usages of kya. Some literal and some that can't be translated literally. Right? So, hope you learnt the usage of kyaa in Hindi. Keep practicing. Thank you for watching this video. हिंदी में कहूँगी धन्यवाद.